Okay, we're live.
Okay, good morning, everybody. And I'd like to welcome you all to the June 17th Subdivision Review Committee. And I'd like to start the meeting. So I guess the first thing would be to take roll.
Member Mejia,
Here.
Member Santiago,
Here.
Member Floyd,
Here.
Member Nygren. Sorry, Member Nygren, Member Hicks, and Member Holloway.
Present.
Okay, and you have a quorum.
Stephanie, would you like to please read the announcement?
Certainly. In compliance with directives of the county, state, and Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, this meeting is live streamed and closed to in-person public participation. Temporary procedures are subject to change pursuant to guidelines related to social distancing and minimizing person-to-person contact. To make a verbal comment at today's meeting, dial 916-875-2500 and follow the prompts to be placed in the queue for a specific agenda item or off-agenda matter. When the chair opens public comment for a specific agenda item or off-agenda matter, callers will be transferred from the queue into the meeting to make a verbal comment. Written comments are always accepted. Send your email comment to boardclerk@saccounty.net. Your comment will be routed to the board and filed in the record.
Brian, this is Manuel.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I pushed the wrong button.
Brian, this is Manuel. Sacramento is on now.
Oh, great. Okay. Just a reminder for the committee members, please use your headset or handset, mute your devices when not speaking, and remind us who is speaking when you make a motion or a comment or a second. And that would be great. So the Subdivision Review Committee is the county's hearing authority and designated advisory body for all matters relating to tentative parcel maps. The committee is comprised of senior staff from the county departments of planning, engineering, and environmental management, a safety officer from either Metro Fire or the Sheriff's Department, and myself, a public representative appointed by the board. In the instances where an item is being considered by the committee and it involves a use permit, special development permit, or other types of permit, a simultaneous meeting of this committee and the zoning administrator may be convened, and the representative from planning may also act as the zoning administrator and render decisions on certain permit applications. As a hearing authority for these items, the committee takes into consideration all county codes, the general plan, and other relevant county ordinances, resolutions, policies, and regulations applicable to its examination and review of tentative parcel maps. The decision of this committee on these matters is final unless an appeal is filed within 10 days of the decision with the clerk of the board. Appeals of committee decisions will be considered by the Planning Commission. Stephanie, would you please administer the oath to any members of the public who hope to speak?
Okay. And this also applies to the applicant as well. Please raise your right hand and the appropriate response is I do. Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, so help you God? If you do not swear, do so affirm. And I believe we have Michael as the applicant.
Okay, all right. How about we go to item number 1?
And I'm just waiting for that verbal from the applicant.
I heard something. It was kind of faint.
Michael, can you hear me?
This is Michael Fletch. Is that who you're?
Yes, we just need you to swear or affirm the oath.
I did. I think you couldn't hear me.
Okay.
But I did.
Okay.
And I do.
Thank you. Okay. And with that, I can read the first item if you don't mind.
Please do.
Okay. Item 1, approve the committee action summary from May 6, 2021.
Okay. Do we have any additions or corrections to the minutes? If none, Chair would entertain a motion.
So moved.
Okay, do we have a second? I'll second it. Without further discussion, please call the roll.
Okay. Member Mejia,
Yes.
Member Santiago,
Yes.
Member Floyd,
Yes.
Member Smith or Nygren,
Yes.
and sorry, who was that?
This is Smith.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
And then
you.
we do have Fire as the voting member today, and then Member Holloway.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, item number 2, please.
Item 2, 624 West Elkhorn Boulevard tentative parcel map located at 624 West Elkhorn Boulevard in the Rio Linda, Alberta community. Request for a tentative parcel map and design review. Environmental doc is exempt.
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, good morning, Kimber.
Good morning. Good morning, committee members. My name is Kimber Gutierrez, and I will be presenting PLNP 2020-00069, the 624 West Elkhorn Boulevard tentative parcel map. Next slide, please. The project site is approximately 2.03 acres in size and is located on the southwest corner of West Elkhorn Boulevard and West 6th Street in the Rio Linda, Alberta community. The subject site is zoned Agricultural Residential 2, and the site appears to have been utilized for agricultural production in the early 2000s and is currently undeveloped and contains 2 trees. Surrounding land uses include a parking lot to the west, as well as agricultural residential uses to the north, east, and south. The subject site was originally part of a larger parent parcel that was divided pursuant to a grant deed recorded on August 8, 2017. The deed created separate ownership interests in 2 portions of the parent parcel, which includes the portion outlined in yellow. So the outline in red is the 2-acre AR2 portion, and then the portion outlined in yellow is the larger parent parcel. A parcel map was never filed to effectuate the division of real property. Thus, the 2017 conveyance of ownership interests were unlawfully created and were in violation of the Subdivision Map Act, as well as Title 22 of the Sacramento County Code. Next slide, please. Through coordination with the Sacramento County surveyor, the remedy to the violation is to file a 1-lot parcel map. Written confirmation from the record property owner of the parent parcel was obtained and is included as attachment 4 in the staff report. The applicant requests a 1-lot tentative parcel map, as well as design review to legalize the 2-acre AR2 parcel. Next slide, please. Here is the proposed parcel map. So since it is a 1-lot parcel map, it just shows the parcel that is being legalized. So that is the southwest corner of West Elkhorn Boulevard and 6th Street. Next slide, please. The Design Review Advisory Committee met on January 14th, 2021, and recommended that the Subdivision Review Committee could find the project in substantial compliance with the countywide design guidelines. The Rio Linda, Alberta Community Planning Advisory Council met on January 7th, 2021, and recommended approval that the Subdivision Review Committee approve the proposed project with a 3-0 yes vote. The proposed project is consistent with the general plan, community plan, and the zoning code as conditioned. The project is compatible with surrounding zoning and land uses, and there are no significant environmental concerns. For these reasons, staff recommends approval of this proposal with the attached findings and conditions. Next slide. And with that, I will conclude my presentation, and I'm available for any questions.
Okay, do we
Hi,
have any
Kimber.
questions?
This is
Yes.
Member Floyd. I have a question for the applicant.
Yes.
Is this parcel going to be connected to Rio Linda Alberta Water?
I don't know that. Kimber, do you know if, this is Mike Fletch, by the way, counsel for the applicant. I believe it's connected to water.
I
Okay.
know that it will just be required to be connected to public water. I am not sure if it's currently connected to public water.
No, I don't believe any of the improvements have been started, but it will be.
This is Fareed. We haven't investigated that portion yet. We were still struggling to get this parcel map portion done. He has applied for some building permit, and that's where it got held up. So I'm not sure. We haven't done that portion yet.
And do you
But it
know
will
if you're going to
it
be,
will required.
I'm sorry?
They will require water service because they're proposing to build a house in there, that parcel.
Okay. But public water, not its own individual well, correct?
I'm not 100% on that one either. I have to ask the owner what they proposed in there. We haven't gotten to
Okay.
that portion in our, as far as the grading plan goes or utility plan or something like that. We have not done that portion, so.
Okay, so it
We
is a
haven't done
condition
that
from
yet.
ESD to be connected to public water. And do you know if you're going to be annexed into the sewer districts, or are you going to have your own septic on there?
I think
This
that
is-
is,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
This is Mike Fletch. I believe it's going to be annexed, but again, so my clients submitted an application for a building permit, and that's when we discovered that the lot they had purchased was not in compliance with the Subdivision Map Act. And so that's what we've been trying to tackle. So the building permit, I believe, is still pending, but no improvements have been done yet. And but my understanding is that it's going to be connected to public water and sewer.
That is my
Okay.
understanding.
Okay, then Kimber, I will send a condition over about connecting to public sewer after this meeting.
Okay. You're going to send a condition
Kimber,
requiring it be connected to public sewer?
yeah, I'm sorry. So this is Chris Pahuli. Just to kind of interject here, Megan. Again, Chris Pahuli, principal planner. If there is a condition that's going to be added, or that Megan would like to add, I think she would either need to kind of state that condition for the record so that the SRC can take action on it, or the item can be continued if that's the desire, so that condition can be added. But
Okay.
we need to read that condition into the record and have that be acted on by the SRC.
This is Mike Fletch. My suggestion or request would be that since what's before you presently is just approval of the parcel map, that no further conditions be imposed on that. But that's an issue that obviously, when they get to the building permit, could be addressed.
No, this is manager from the planning department. That's not the way we do. That's not the way we work. The condition is something that should be on the map.
I can add the condition. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
We do have conditions from Sacramento Area Sewer District as well. There is an advisory number 49 on page of attachment 2. So it just kind of explains that it's outside of SASD's boundaries, but that annexation will be required prior to obtaining public sewer service. But are you thinking of, conditioning the map to require public sewer and not have the option? They wouldn't have the option?
If public sewer is available, we would want to condition it to be connected to public sewer. And we can do the trigger as prior to issuance of a building permit.
Okay, so we would do an added EMD condition saying prior to building permit issuance, each parcel must be connected to public sewer.
If
Yeah.
available. There's no public
Yeah.
sewer out there. This is Tony Santiago. So it's not feasible to connect this parcel onto the sewer system.
Then I would need to add a condition about meeting septic requirements. I could read that on the record right now.
Well, we do have the three advisory comments or conditions, 46, 47, and 48. 48 reads, each parcel can install septic systems as sewer is not currently available. Contact Thomas for further information. And it has his information. Are you thinking that would be an actual condition?
Can we do that as a condition instead of an advisory then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's go that then.
Okay.
What's the trigger going to be?
Prior to building permit issuance.
Okay.
So we would just need that whoever makes the motion will need to just state, add or revise. I guess we would move advisory condition 48 to a condition of approval, and then we'll state the language, that the revisions that need to be made with the motion.
Thank you.
Do we have the same condition for the water, or?
Yeah, you already have a condition for the water, but essentially we would be revising condition of approval 48 to be not an advisory condition, but an actual condition of approval. And it would read prior to building permit issuance, Megan, do you want each parcel can install septic systems as sewer is not currently available?
Can we have also the same condition for the water, if they will be allowed to do the well or not?
I believe our county policy requires you to be connected to public water.
If
But
available.
the sewer and septic is the flexible area.
Even in the agriculture zone?
Yes.
This is Katrina, County Council. I just wanted to interject because I think the language itself of 48 isn't I think instead of saying each parcel can install septic systems, if you're gonna make it a condition and not an advisory notice, it must read each parcel must install septic systems as sewer is not currently available.
Must or shall?
Or shall, yeah. However it is, so shall, if that's how it was phrased for the water.
I was already looking at that as doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. So for the condition 21 reads, prior to building permit issuance, each parcel must be connected to public waters. Must or each parcel shall or must install septic systems is kind of acceptable, I think, as a condition.
I'd like to change it to shall.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Hey, Manuel, this is
Yes.
Member Santiago again. Do we know if public water is available in that area?
Kimber, that'd
I
be.
believe it is.
Are we 100% sure or not?
Clean it up right now.
I would suggest that you modify condition 21 to reflect prior to building permit issuance, each parcel must connect to public water if available and to the satisfaction of EMD.
Again, I'll go back to council Was must okay, or should it be shall?
I think it's the same. I mean, it's the same. So either or is fine.
Okay.
Okay, so two things. The first is I don't have the information on whether or not, or like how close public water currently is. I know it is within the Rio Linda Water District. And then to follow up on that, our zoning code does not require public water. It's only for AR1 parcels where public water is required. But I do believe Title 22 of the Sacramento zoning code does require public water for AR2 parcels. So we have this exception process that could be added, but I believe we would want to continue the item so we can add that information to do an addendum. Because that was not originally requested. It was just conditioned that the site would be connected to public water, or must be connected to public water.
Yeah, I think that would be my recommendation, Mejia, is that this item get continued 2 weeks until we can work all that out.
Okay, that sounds like a motion.
Yes, by motion.
Do we have a second?
Sorry, this is Stephanie. Just to clarify, your next meeting is scheduled for July 1st.
That's fine.
Well, will everyone be available? A lot of people take vacation that week.
Or the meeting after that would be July 15th.
Does anybody have plans to not be on July 1st?
This is Brian. I will probably be here.
I will be here.
I will
I
be
will
here.
be here.
Yeah,
Fire
sounds like
will be here.
we got a quorum. We're good. All right. Okay, July 1st it shall be. Is there any further discussion on this item? If not, Stephanie, would you please call the roll?
And just for the record, can we repeat the motion and the second?
My motion, this is Mejia. My motion is to continue this item to the July 1st meeting
Okay.
to work out
This is
these details.
This is Member Floyd. I'll second the motion to continue to July 1st.
Thank you. Okay, Member Mejia,
Yes.
Member Santiago,
Aye.
Member Floyd,
Aye.
Member Smith,
Aye.
and Member Holloway.
Aye.
And motion carries to continue to July 1st. And then just for the record, we did not have any public comments on this item.
Okay. All right. Item number 2, please.
Item number 3 is your staff update.
There's no update at this time.
Item 4, committee member comments. Okay, hearing none, we'll move to the last item, item 5, public comments, and we did not receive any off-agenda public comments.
Thank you, Stephanie, for keeping me in line.
Certainly.
Okay. All right. We have no public comments. We had no committee comments. Unless there's any other suggestions, I will adjourn the meeting, and everybody stay cool. It's going to be a tough couple days. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.